think we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the lives. We thought we'd do a bit of an ad hoc, spontaneous live last week, but obviously we rescheduled for this week. So, hello, everyone. I don't know. I'm guessing we've gone live.
We've gone live, and I've gone blurry.
There you go. I think we have.
What's going on?
Yeah, you.
What's going on?
It could be the light level. I'll quickly say hello to a few people in the chat. Hi, Cherie. Hi, Digwell. Hi, Colin, AD, Virginia, Jean, Siggy, Leanne, Tom, Ashley, Debs, Mel. It's nice to see a few familiar faces. Well, familiar names.
Good?
Hi,
Yeah.
Dave Scully. Nice to see you in. How have you been, Jane? I feel like I haven't spoke to you for
minutes,
Jane.
I was just saying, we're all suffering with the heat, aren't we? And I was just saying to Danny, for the first time in a long time, I was just sitting under the apple tree at the allotment doing something with my dahlias, and it started to rain, and it wasn't even heavy rain. It was just enough that normally I would have just not necessarily run for the shed. I'm not that much of a wimp, but I certainly would have thought, I'll come back to this later on. But I just sat in it, and it was just, oh my goodness, it was heaven. It was heaven. Yeah. So I really enjoyed that. But yeah, the heat. Are any of us sleeping? Are you sleeping, Danny? Can you sleep?
Yeah.
Oh, you've 3 fans going though, haven't you?
I got all those blooming solar fans going. Link in the description.
Yeah.
No, there isn't a link in the description.
Link below.
Hi, Shawnee. Hi, Robin. Hi, Marvelous Garden. Hi, Sunday. I was going to say how Sunday's in the garden, but hi, Sarah. Jersey CI Dave, of course, you're you. Sylvia, a pro amateur. John and Julie's Allotment Diaries. Hi both. Val, Elizabeth. Yeah, I think we're up to date.
Nice.
Have you missed these, Jane? Have you missed this?
I think the thing is, like, it's still light outside, isn't it? So this time of year, we're usually outside around about now, and especially I'm finding with it being so hot during the day that this is usually my garden. I just put the light on and I'm still blurry. I'm usually still outside. So, but yeah, it's just nice. It's just nice to catch up again, isn't it? And see that everybody's still there.
I think this has been the longest probably that we haven't had a little. Hiya, Emma. Emma, if you could moderate tonight, that'd be great. I can see a little spanner next to your name. So, Emma from the Lavender Plot, if you can moderate, just keep an eye on Sylvia and Debs because rogue viewers they are. But and Digwell Greenfingers, watch him out as well. So they're highlighted. But I have missed them, but I've had a few comments saying about the lives coming back in autumn, but
come on, Danny, you say all the time, I don't know. You're itching to get back to them. I will be amazed if come October, let alone September, you haven't got a regular weekly live set up.
I don't know. I can honestly say I haven't missed it through the spring and summer, only because it's just so busy. So maybe when we get to that thing, because
there is a time and a place for them, isn't it? And that is the time and the place.
There is a time and place for them, and I think that is the right time for them. And it did get a lot of viewers through those months, and we were talking about things that we were preparing for next year. But they are hard. They are a lot of work, you know.
They are. Well,
more than what people think. You know, trying to book in that many guests and make sure that they are aware and topics and thumbnails, and it is a bit of a job, but we'll see what happens.
But it's worth it. You do enjoy it ultimately, don't you?
I do enjoy it. I do enjoy them, and they are a lot of fun. And you get that little high. You know, I remember when we first started. God, I can't even remember how long have I known you now, Jane?
Too long.
I mean, you have aged. You have aged.
I have. There's no denying it. Whereas you've got younger. I don't know. I can't work it out. I think I've aged quicker since I've known you. I think I've put on 10 years over the last 2 or 3. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. Sheree saying she's missed the community with the lives. Yeah, it's just it is okay for everyone else. I think, like for people to log in every week, I really appreciate that they dedicate that amount of time to watching the lives, and they do. You know, they always come up every single week and stuff. But the other three guests, and normally they only have a slot every couple of weeks or every couple of months. But because I have to dedicate every single Thursday for them, it became a bit of a ball and chain, really, because I couldn't do things that you know, I was invited to things and to do things. It was a bit hard on times, but
well, change the format. Change the format.
Yeah,
you could just see. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to have guests on every week.
Yeah,
I mean, people.
That was another thing as well. Is I missed having that flexibility just to go live myself, and I haven't done that for a long time. I don't even remember the last time. I've done a live on my own. And I didn't, and I like the fact that Gemma, she'll just be at the plot in her polytunnel, and she'll get her phone out, and she's so fluid and flexible with it. I just wish I need to just chill out a little bit with it and just go back to how it was. Yeah,
you know what you could do. Can I plug at this point? Can I do a little plug?
It depends what you plug in, though. Really, if it's
me,
oh yeah, that's fine. As long as it's not Digwell, brown.
Oh no.
We're gonna call him Digwell Brown Knuckles from now on, just so we don't get any.
I am going to be doing a monthly live on a Friday evening, first Friday of the month. So, and just for that.
Sorry, she didn't say she was going to be plugging lives that she was on.
I know, I'm plugging me.
Go on.
Yeah, and I don't. But no, what I was going to say is, I did one just a trial run a couple of weeks ago, and it was so nice. It was just and completely the opposite to you. It's just the pressing the button. The people are there. You can have a chat. Whereas I know with you, you've got the whole setup. You've got the bits coming up, and
it's like a space station in you. Honestly, the amount of things
going. But that is you liking your gadgets as well. I mean,
it's my own part, my own worst enemy. I know.
I did go and buy a microphone.
Yeah.
But I can't actually attach it to the computer. So it's just sitting there.
Yeah.
So I've got my old microphone here. But yeah, you could do like a alternate every other week.
I've just seen in the chat
once a month.
Yeah, someone just, it was just suggested now that maybe once a month at the start of each month. Yeah. That might be okay. Okay, perhaps I'll commit to at least
as long as you don't do it on a Friday night when I'm doing mine once a month.
Friday night
Friday in the month.
No, I'm not going to do Friday night. I always work a Friday anyway, but
yeah.
We shall see. I'm sure I'm going to do something because I'm not going to, what's the point of having all this and then you don't use it,
But I think as well, there's quite a few channels are coming up now doing lives again, but for the time of year, because Audrey started back on a Wednesday. It's nice to have her back.
But are people going to get a bit bored if, there's like almost every night then there's a different live, people can
time well I'm only doing once a month, so you can count me out. So but so yeah
we shall see. How's the garden going though, Jane?
It's all right. It's really it's swings and roundabouts, isn't it? Some things are fantastic, other things I'm ripping out. The peas this year, rubbish. Sweet peas. My beans, my inside rows of beans haven't come, but the outside rows have, and I've worked that out. We put a great big trough of manure and well-rotted stuff, not quite rotted compost in the middle.
Do you think that perhaps you need to move your beans from that area? Because last year...
No, I know, but I moved them last year because they weren't so good last. And the year before, we'd had good ones. But I need to move the inside beans further away from the path. Because however much we put a trough of stuff in the middle, obviously the beans on the outside are gaining from that. But the beans on the inside near the path, I think they're just too dry. And the fact, the majority of flowers just fell off, that tells me they're too dry. And I think maybe any other season or any other year during the summer, they would have been okay. But because it's been so dry, they've succumbed to it. But yeah.
Yeah. I think with I can't recall a year where I've had really poor beans, except for when I was at the Grapevine one year. That was more because wasn't going there as much, and it wasn't being that bed wasn't being attended as much. But I've been really lucky again this year, but I'm sick to death of them now. I don't want to say that because you're not
I think you are. How many posts have there been on Instagram, or just happen to be wandering past the camera in your videos with your lovely truck full of beans?
Yeah.
Well, look what I've got. Good. I'm glad you're fed up with him. You deserved. I
am. Freezer is full. Everyone else has been given
I'm treasuring
beans now.
each and every one.
I feel like
everyone I get. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a funny year, hasn't it? Say this every year, but this year, 4th heat wave we're in now. Crazy.
But are they really heat waves though? I'm not playing them down. But to me, they keep saying like, "Oh, there's another heat wave." No, it's just summer. To me, this is like just summer. I don't think it's uncomfortable, or to me, it's not that. I think
it's like storms, though, isn't it? They suddenly started naming every storm. So
yeah, but it's just a bit of wind, and now they're like, "Oh, it's Agnes." It's a windy day.
But with the heat wave, it's got to be above a certain temperature for 3 continuous days, hasn't it? 3 consecutive days, and then it is a heat wave. So if you've only got 4 days of it, okay. So instead of it being a very hot summer, they're saying, "Oh, it's finished that heat wave now because we've dipped back below." But it's starting again in 2 days' time. So yeah. But it does. I don't know. It does make you think about the climate, and it certainly makes you think about what you can grow in your garden. And your watering, irrigation, and all that.
Well, I feel like I've been a bit more. I've planned it more this year because I learned from last year, and I knew that polytunnel was going to be a hot house because it's right centre. The sun is on it all day long. On the fig and olive plot, when I first had the polytunnel there, after about there was a gap in it because of the 2 big trees. There was a gap in the day where it could cool down a bit and recover. It's baking it now. But I think the irrigation has definitely helped it. I need to improve it. I think there is a few things that I want to change, but that's more me. I keep thinking, I'll change it the way that the piping is in there and stuff.
But you've got your incredible invention now, haven't you? Come on, that was seamless. That was
the only thing that there is a little bit I'm concerned about is if say we have like a freak windstorm.
Off you go. It'd be like
it's not really built for that.
Like the Wizard of Oz.
My worry is that it'll take off or something, and it'll spear and I've already questioned that, and they were like, "Don't worry, Daddy, we'll recover the tunnel for you out." So I'm quite pleased, really, that I've got that fail safe. But I don't want that to happen. I want that tunnel to last for years and years. So, but I am cautious of the wind, the windy days and the storms, and that was the reason why I created it, so that I could just pull out the 2 poles and 2 hooks on the top end, and it all comes down. You can just roll it up and put it in the tunnel. That's the idea of it. Right,
he's been locked out, but he's howling because Mike's not in. Does everyone know what you're talking about, Danny? Just wonder if there's anyone at all in the chat who might not know about your incredible shade.
Has anyone not seen my first tunnels / invention? They were really pleased with it, though. They really were, because it was something simple,
doable.
I personally think a lot of people could build it. It's really easy. It's just a couple of, maybe in the future they'll come up with something that'll just click it.
But you were saying about the I'm trying to think of the efficacy, how effective it was. You noticed a dip in the temperature pretty much straight away.
Yeah, massively. It was massively. Deb is saying, "Is it me, or is the video and audio not in sync?" Let's see. Testing. I seem okay. Testing.
Everybody's testing.
I don't know. Is everyone else seeing that? Is the audio okay?
Can you hear us? I'm not saying.
I'll answer a few questions while people are. Nah.
Not worth listening.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. So Priscilla's garden has said, Danny, my wrinkle.
Oh.
Sorry, I keep saying wrinkle. I've been pulled off of this. It's called a wrinkle. So it's silent E's and maybe more like a wrinkle. Arrived today. So looking forward to the results. How's yours been coming along? Sorry if you spoke about this already. No, we haven't. Just hopped on. Honestly, I've had a few comments saying, they're not convinced or it's pricey. It is pricey. It is a pricey thing. It's just Danny not in sync.
Yeah, Danny, come on.
So Jane,
come on.
God, it's me. But yeah, it is pricey. It really is a pricey thing to. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not in sync. I don't know why I'm not in sync though.
How strange, Danny. How strange. And how lovely is it for me to hear that you're having technical difficulties?
Oh. I've been, honestly, the amount of times I tell Jane, I will say, Jane, make sure you log on because of your tech, blah, blah, blah. And for some reason, I'm not.
I'm glad.
Why am I not in sync then? Oh, I'm glad too. Best day ever. Yeah, but the wrinkle it generally is working fine. I've just put in a pile more veg. And the good thing is I had some, shamelessly, because I'm looking for space down the freezer, I've been going through it all. And I found a pile of leeks at the bottom of the freezer, a big bag of leeks, and I thought, what's this? And I opened it up and had grapevine plot on there, 2022, and I thought, oh God, these are still in the freezer. So they got it. They were taken out the freezer, defrost overnight, straight in that composter. They're gone as well. So she just looks like she's waiting for.
I nearly took a picture just for you. Sorry, I'm digressing slightly. I nearly took a picture just for you today, Danny, because I was up there and there's a corner of my shed that's got a beautiful ivy. If you went to the garden centre, you would pay a fortune to have this training ivy. And it's coming through right round my chair, which is sitting just right under that missing pane of glass. And I thought, if it wasn't for Danny, I wouldn't have that lovely ivy coming in there. See?
There you go.
Pros and cons.
And I personally think it's the best event you'll have for that fire.
It's fantastic. Yes.
I mean, imagine I gave you that piece of glass, right, and then we find out then that you're in hospital.
Terrible.
They'd lynch me then. Tiny dinner
just be neck-ache now. Hey, Claire.
But yeah, Priscilla, my wrinkle is working amazing. Don't be too don't put too much pressure on at the start. Wait the 24 hours for it. Or it says 18 to 24. I left it at 24, I think. And then just add bits and bits. But honestly, you'd be really shocked. But just remember the brown, that's the brown part. Put in some greens and stuff then. You'd be shocked, honestly.
Why is it called wrinkle, though? Why are they pronouncing it wrinkle?
It's just brown. I don't know.
Great.
But I tried on there, but my accent came about like
wrinkle. I'll tell you what I'm disappointed by, though. Well, I was looking forward to seeing the fish and chips getting composted in 24 hours. I was looking forward to seeing them getting scraped in and coming back 24 hours. I think you need to do a follow-up.
No.
You need to show us.
Yeah. Do you think? Do you know what the worst part about it was, though, is that I wish I did. Even though that sounds like a bit of a catchy thing, I wish I would have gone out and bought a fish and chips or something. But the whole point of that was to say that you can put a fish and chips in this stuff. I mean, it would have been a boring thumbnail if I would have said stir fry into
transform this carrot.
Stir fry into compost in 24 hours. And people were saying I'm not convinced stuff. It generally did turn into compost. I would say after it's finished, I would say that the heat was still coming off it for a few days, so it was still working its way. What I'm going to do with it, I'm going to leave it just to dry out a bit and then bag it all up. And then I'm going to have bloodfish and bone with it next year.
I think that for me, I would be interested. And I've mentioned this to you about to do like a test to grow some cress straight out of it. Like you're saying, it's still hot. It's probably too hot to use straight away. But it'd be really interesting to test it just against some like your normal compost that you buy from the shop.
Maybe in the next couple of weeks now, I'll use some of it and I'll grow something in it next to some bought compost, and we'll see. I mean, you could argue that, but I am impressed by what comes out. What I'm saying is, I've seen a lot of them, and those composts are just dehydrated, burnt. But this has got the microorganisms in it, so it is alive. It has got some goodness in it, and yeah. So I'm not. And the thing is, I was never plugging it on there. I felt like that review was honest review. I did pros and cons, and at the end, I give my opinion.
It was good. It was good.
I mean, sometimes, you will see it. Sometimes you'll have a product and you're that excited about it. You'll be like, this is amazing. And then about a month later, you're like, God, this isn't as good as I was hoping it would be. But I didn't just get that out of the box and then film it. I got it out of the box and I left it a few days. And then before I even released that video, it sat in a file for another week. So I've had that for about 2.5 weeks. And I made sure that I kept trying it because I thought, if it's not good after 2 weeks, I'm not releasing that video. And to be fair to Wrinkle, they were really, really supportive. Said, you know what, be honest with it. And after the 2 weeks, I thought, I'm still happy with it. I just put a batch in, like I just said now, and I just looked in it now. It's already all turned up and all turning into compost. And tomorrow now I'll take it out. I am leaving it more than 1 day though, because I am putting a lot more things in it that perhaps would need a little bit longer, like 24 hours. If you was having your food scraps and veg and stuff, that definitely does. Because I'm putting things in there like onion peels sometimes, or runner beans with the strings in sometimes a little bit. That takes about 2 days, I think.
I think it's the electricity that's the bit that's holding me back. But you were talking about putting it to a solar panel on your battery.
Yeah, so some people say like, oh no, that won't make no difference at all. Well, of course it is going to, because, but so I've got a few of those power generators now. So I think I'm gonna fit 2 large solar panels on the utility roof, and then even if it just takes off, 2 or 3 pounds or whatever, I'm happy. But I think, you don't buy a fridge and say, oh well, I'm not happy with this fridge. It's costing me £4 to run every month. Yeah. Well, because it's doing what you want it to do. It's keeping your food cold. But the same as the compost, that is making compost. And I get it. People saying there's a huge cost for it. Yeah, it is. I'm not trying to justify it or make people buy it. I'm just saying it. Well,
Steve
is I'm like gadgets anyway.
Steve has paid you a huge compliment there. I think you need to read that. I need that needs to go on the screen.
What do you mean? I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on the screen.
Hey, quick, take a screenshot.
He did message me afterwards saying that was a really honest, and but I never once in there though said go and buy it, blah blah blah. I just said,
I know,
and I think that's sometimes people do get their backs up a little bit when they see those videos, but if we don't show them, how are you going to know? Exactly. And that's the thing, sometimes people will think like, oh yeah, they're only doing this because they want together, but if you don't see the gadget and you keep looking at, like there was a few people comment saying, oh, I've been looking at those, but I didn't know, how it worked or whatever like that. That video's there forever now for other people who want to look at it and stuff. And
would you mind?
If they want to,
would you mind doing a review of my microphone so I know what to do with it? Because I just keep looking at it. It's just sitting there. I need one of those things that you told me about, and I didn't think I needed one, but I do need one. A little thingy.
A little the little woofer things. Yeah, maybe. But the thing is, I like a gadget anyway, so I am a sucker for it. If they, but look how many times you say no to things.
You keep it really well hidden. You really do. No one would do.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I got a few more things coming out, that I'm excited about and stuff. But
you are, you genuinely do love all that, don't you? No.
Yeah, I love all the little tech stuff, and and it's not just about like, oh yeah, you got something for free. If I really wanted that, I would have gone and got it. Now looking at it, it would be something. If I thought, okay, I've got everything I want, what can I put towards it? It would be something like that, because I'm sick to death of fruit flies. I don't know if you've noticed it. The increased flight is getting on my nerves. Honestly, you will see one at least fly. The one made me laugh is on that Wrinkle video. If you want to go back and watch the whole thing all the way through, everyone, that would be great. You can actually see. You can see a fly kamikazing through the side of the screen. You can't do anything about it.
Yeah. But we've got because again, we're bringing loads of stuff back from the plot at the moment. Our kitchen, it's like we've moved house. Everything is covered in well, they're not sheets, they're tea towels, just to keep the flies off. Rocky gets so many minutes to eat his dog food. Usually we just leave it down for him during the day. But then it gets a pan lid on top. If you're not going to eat it now, it's getting covered up because the flies, they're everywhere this year. I don't know if it's to do with the heat.
Maybe, yeah. But honestly, that's the only thing that used to bugbear me. Like, when my friends have seen this now, they just said, "Oh, it's just a smaller version of what you had." And it's like, no, this actually turns into. I did already have one of those bins that you just walk near, and the lid opens up on its own, and you put the trash in, and it closes back down, and it's got compartments underneath for cans and bottles. And I'm a sucker for a gadget, honestly. I remember when I bought that bin, I thought, this is ridiculous. It was about £140, I think, for a bin. But I am a sucker for gadgets, and I don't know. I like them, but yeah, I've seen other people. I've just seen in there you could buy a polytunnel for that. Yeah, you could. I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. I'm never ever trying to sell it to anyone. I'm just saying, if you're one of those people who've got everything they want or they're interested in those type of things, then that video's there for you if you want to. If you don't, that's okay as well.
Mike's home.
I've been waiting for about an hour for this. Jane, it wouldn't be alive with us if we weren't intoxicated. Stay tuned, everyone. There's a few questions come in. It says to me, but we'll ask both. Danny, do you grow over winter crops for spring? Normally, yes. But and I have every single year except for this year. I'm not doing spring cabbages. I'm not doing nothing over winter. And that's strange for me. But I just want to have a break. I feel like when you do that, you feel like you've got to have you're tending to those, and this year I'm determined to have a little bit of a break from worrying about the garden and stuff. So I'll probably still film, but what I'm saying is I don't want to be, there's always a job to do. I want there to be some time where there's nothing. The polytunnel will be empty, and my tomatoes are about 6 weeks behind everyone else.
There was an overlap, wasn't there? Yeah.
And they were gorgeous. The crops were gorgeous, but the juice wasn't worth the squeeze, I don't think, because the veg outside was only about a couple of weeks before those ones. So I just thought, I'd rather have those beds free in the polytunnel. I can just feed it, and it's just empty, and I'm having a bit of a break from it. But there's another question from the same person, and then I'll ask you the same then, Jane. Do you use all your beds over winter, and if you cover, what would you suggest is best? Card, winter crops, or plastic? Is it best to leave the soil to the elements? See, that's a good question. Do you want to answer first,
I think
Jane?
It depends what you're going to be growing. I'm assuming it depends which way you grow. I would always, and what we always do, is cardboard and then layer that with whatever. If you've got well-rotted manure, whatever. I wouldn't use plastic, because I think that even with cardboard, your soil can breathe to an extent, because it will break down. Elements can get through.
The only thing I'll say why I like it in that way is when I put a lot of goodness in, and I don't want it to wash through. And I mean, there has been studies. I think Hugh Richard did one once before, where he said that he didn't find it washed through. The nutrient didn't wash through as much as people think.
I think as well, that's one of the arguments, that you shouldn't mulch until, say, a month or two. So mulch in the spring, because you don't want it all to disappear over the winter. So there's an argument against that. But and I think as well, if you're trying to clear a bit of land, then plastic, that's fine. It can very often be the best way to clear one.
Because sometimes some people will sell it off to you like, oh, we'll just put cardboard over some paper and put some bark on top, and they will still push themselves through. I do think there is a place for the plastic sometimes, especially if you've got those nightmare weeds. But I'm going to be putting cardboard down on a lot of my beds this year.
If they're working beds, I would call it. If they're working beds, then I think. But also, your, what do you call them? what do you call them? Green manures. Green
Overwinter.
manures. The
Yeah.
last thing you really want to. It's arguable. It's the no dig argument.
I know.
It's really soil
Yeah.
wants to be covered. That's why you get weeds.
Yeah.
Bare soil is not Mother Nature.
I am thinking about doing 1 or 2 beds though
Yeah.
as the green manure, because I know
Yeah.
Cheryl on our plot, she's doing, I think she's doing
Yeah.
all her allotments
Yeah.
in green manure, and she did do a lot of
Mm.
green manure last year, and she's had fantastic crops. So I am thinking about doing, you know, some of it, but we'll see. You know, there's always something you'll try.
Try
and,
it.
you know,
Just try and do it all. Try doing all 3 and
Yeah.
see which one works best.
I would say the green manure though, if you've got terrible weeds in there, like you've got problems with like thistles and dockleys and stuff,
Get the plastic on.
I wouldn't be doing it
Get
then.
the plastic on in that case.
Get the plastic on and kill
But
the
also though,
buggers.
we've done green manure very early on. Well, we've done it a few times, but I remember doing it very early on in our allotment. And so a top tip, don't let it go to seed, because you know it's just going to keep getting.
Well, just it takes the nitrogen.
You want to
back
get it
up,
chopped down and either leave it as a mulch, or
Yeah.
if you dig it in, and it's good.
And I think some people they make those mistakes with the green manure. They think,
It'll be
oh,
good,
but it's
yeah.
flowering now. The whole point of the green manure is to keep the nitrogen nodules that are on the
keep them in the soil.
Once it starts going to flower, that's what's stored there for, is to pull it back up the shoots and then feed everything above. So you want to do it before that. So
look at us talking about gardening. Debs has asked a good question there. Can you see that one, Danny?
I have, yeah. Is it the one that says, does it take longer to do a video than it does the setup?
It depends what sort of
like,
video you're doing. We were talking about this just before we came on here.
Because let me tell you now, I don't know if you remember, but every year I do one of those Christmas lives. Jane, they take me weeks, don't they? Just to prepare and to book people in the slots and to get I would say that's the most stressful live that I do, and because I'm constantly trying to make sure everyone's and the flowing of the. I think a live, sometimes people think you just come on sometimes and you talk. Yeah, that is the main bulk of it. But when you've got 4 people on or 3 people on,
you've got all the prep to do.
There needs to be someone in that live, mainly the host, channeling that conversation to be flowing and to be entertaining rather than it being awkward, and otherwise it don't work. Sometimes you'll watch some lives and you'll be like, God, this is dire, because there's pauses. I mean, there's never no pauses when we're on.
Get a chance.
Let's be honest. But there doesn't need to be those, you know, it doesn't need to be a bit of like, okay, let's have a look at the chat. And then you're like, okay, you know, it needs to be more like someone's listening into your conversation and you're talking about gardening. That's how I think that they should be, because this, you know, it's a comfortable conversation. And we have some of the lives, people have gone back and they are still in my top watch videos, because people go back to them and watch them and stuff as well. The Christmas ones, they get more watched every year. And some of them are topics, you know, like the history of the allotment one. That's a really good live that people have enjoyed, and the tomato ones. But we have had some laughable moments on those lives as well, which you wouldn't have got from a video, you know. And that's the thing. I think lives are a place for you can be more casual and chat, and you're as friends rather than.
Okay, so let's put this at you then.
Filming
tonight, then this live compared. I know. I wouldn't pretend otherwise. But compare this to whatever video you're doing at the weekend. How long does I think what Debs is maybe saying is, how long does a standard video for you to do?
I would say this is not so bad now. When I first started, the first 6 months, I'd be preparing all day. Now I just log on. Everything's mainly set. It's normally set up. This room's not really used that much except for lives and for studying. So I'm lucky I've got that room for that. But the lives don't take as long now, especially if it's just me and you, or it's more the tech side of other people. So you coming on, even though I do joke to you about, and most of the people that come on the lives now, they've been on the lives before, so they don't need to have that little prep work, or they don't need to have those, you know, the little pep talk and stuff of how the lives work, or have they got the right tech for it. And, you know, you don't want them to go out and buy tech just for a live, but you want them to make sure that they've got the right equipment that they want to feel comfortable with using as well.
Some people don't do that.
You don't need to spend much money.
Some people do that.
No, and it still works. That's the thing. You don't need to. I mean, the first lives that I did with you was just my mobile phone, on I think it was propped up against a couple of boxes on my dining room table, and we were fine. You know, that's what I'm saying. You can do it. You can do it however you want. But what I'm saying is, when I'm doing this with like 4 people, it's different. Then you're talking a different ball game. There's a computer program, and you need to make sure everyone's got the same links and the tech's working right, and you know, and then trying to sort of guess the gardener, which we did last year.
That was good fun.
Not sure what we're going to do this year.
Yeah.
But video wise, I'd say editing for me now,
if the tech's working,
for a video's about 20. Say my video's 25 minutes long. I would say that video would at least take me 3 to 4 hours to edit. And I mean, that's just me because I'm used to it now. If I'm adding a lot more music in and there's a lot of edits, you know, cutting out, I mean, you do get better over the years. So I feel sorry for people starting off, because I remember those edits take longer because you keep making mistakes. You got to keep cutting those bits out. I am a bit better about that now when I record and stuff, because, I'll do something, I'll be like, meh, that's staying in. You know, if I trip over, I put that in.
It's not just the filming and the editing. It's as soon as your video goes out, we both go out on a Sunday night, you're looking at it, you're looking at the analytics, you're thinking about, oh goodness, in my case, why is it 10 out of 10 again?
You know, the worst thing is that 1 out of 10 thing. You know, I don't know if viewers know this, but every YouTuber have an anxiety attack when their video first goes out, because that first hour, if you're an avid fan of any YouTuber and you go, I'll watch 10 minutes now and I'll watch the rest later,
which you will,
you are literally just honestly you're stabbing them right in the back, because but they don't know, but that first hour is crucial. You know, it's basically, if you think about our videos like a boat on water, and if all your YouTube viewers push that boat, it'll go far. It'll do well. It'll do better. But if a couple of people come on and just push it a little bit, and then a couple of people push it a bit more,
I'm usually there just going down the river, going from side to side.
You there with a bucket, you are tipping the water.
But it comes up, you get like a rating. Hey, this video is doing 1 out of 10 is really good. Because I'll say to Mike, it's 10 out of 10. And he'll say, that's really good. And I'll say, that's the worst, 10 out of 10. No. And then maybe 2 days later, it's 9 out of 10, you know, and you think, but that's it though. As soon as your video goes out, you're busy with the comments. You're looking at the analytics. You're already trying to go over what you may have done wrong, what you could have done better. What can I do next week? That then takes the next few days. Every time you're at the allotment, you're thinking about, right, okay, I won't do that because I'll film that. Then the day comes where you might get your filming done. That depends on lots of things. Then if your technology is working, you can't get you.
You know, people in the background doing jobs. I remember I was so desperate. I had a small window to film a video that week. It was such a busy week, and I looked at the weather forecast. My other 2 days were tipping down with rain, and I wanted a certain amount of jobs. And I remember thinking, this is what people don't realize sometimes, how much the YouTube controls your life. It's like an abusive relationship. It really is. I remember thinking, I'm going to have to go, because I remember my plots as well in summer are quite busy, so there's a lot of people around. And I remember, it was only a couple of weeks ago, and I remember going, I'm going to have to get up at like 6 in the morning, and I'm going to have to start filming it, because I want to be able to talk down the path. And I went over at 6 o'clock in the morning, and the guy one of my plot neighbours, he was there in a vest, right? And I'm like, why are you here at 6 a.m.? And he went, why are you here at 6 a.m.? And I was thinking, but you have to wait then. And I feel awkward. I always say to like my other plot neighbour, Lee, I would say like, how long are you staying? And he'll say, "Oh, I'm only staying for like an hour." And it's not that I want him to go because it's their plot; they can do what they want. But I work around what I'm going to film then for that. But yeah,
But then,
Marvelous Garden. Go on. But then I enjoy. I'm not about the editing because I like the editing. That's
as long as everything
part.
works, because I get things where it suddenly shuts down and I have to start again. But then after the editing, and I think this is something that people don't realize, the thumbnail, all the SEO, so the search engine optimization, all that takes it up.
Yeah,
starts again.
And a lot of people who watch won't realize that a video needs to have, you know, like a catchy start to make sure that
you've got to hook them in the first 30 seconds.
You know, you've got to. We've got 30 seconds to make sure that they, God, poor Claire.
Yours aren't as bad as mine. Honestly, come on now.
Behave, Claire. Yeah, all you will remember is you're not as bad as Jane.
Any of you just need to think you're not. 10 out of 10 every week. It's just that you get used to it. That's fine.
I think we all, but I think we were talking about this. People do always think like, oh, the videos are doing bad. I kind of think, right, even though sometimes I'm a bit like, oh, I made a bit of effort into that video, and I, like more than usual. Like I thought I really was pleased with that edit, and then they're the ones, right? That I'll just go straight to 10. You're like, oh, what I was, and I remember I did one. I mean, I'm not joking. I went over there. I was quickly filming. I used my mobile phone for some of it, and then I talked about, and this was the one that I mentioned Dora on the video. I think it was last January, and it just flew. And Dora had this like explosion of subs from the video, which I was pleased for her. But that video was never meant to be. It was more like this is all I can give this week, and there was.
It's just there's no. I think gardening is a very difficult thing to do on YouTube. I think it is.
I think sometimes I just think
that's true.
I wish I could just garden.
But you could.
I wish I could just. You could
if you wanted to. It's our choice to do it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not. It's our choice. So that's what I'm saying. Like, even though something has to go over, and I do think it's something, I think the camera's there. I think, no, I'm not filming this. And I have to tend to say, oh, well, I've done all this, and this. But sometimes I think, God, now I'm left with nothing to show for the week.
Well, I was up there today, as I say.
But you always have to remember to enjoy it. And I think that's the reason why. I'm not saying that they've quit, because I don't want to use that word, because, like, a few people recently have just decided that they're going to put their channel on pause.
Yeah,
I think that's a better way.
And you can understand.
I can understand why they feel like that. I can understand a bit, why they think, because like you said, and I mean, it was a valid point. I think it was JB who said, or someone commented saying it. I can't remember now, but they said there's no other job where you would be working every week without having some time off. So take some time off. But you're always was it you? That was
yes.
That was wise.
I think someone else had said it to me, but it's true. It's true. Any other job, you get a few weeks paid, and you look forward to those weeks.
But the only problem is, though, when you're on annual leave from work, you don't come back and they punish you for it. No. YouTube reminds you that you left us for a week, and now we're going to give you a 10 out of 10. And I think
that's where a lot of comments are very. I mean, it's lovely just getting the support and everything, but a lot of people, don't worry, we'll still be here. And you think, yeah, but maybe you won't see me because I'll have been relegated right to the back of the queue again after working all this time. Because but yes, it's just, again, we choose it. Sorry, I'm getting all fidgety. We choose to do it or not, and that is our cross to bear.
And that's the thing, like, I'm not moaning about it because I enjoy it. I generally, if I've filmed my video and I'm there, and I'm probably my best fan. I watch my video back and I laugh all the way through and I think, God, that was funny, Danny. No, I don't. I normally just think like, oh, I can see it went the way I planned it. I don't go over there and think, right, I'm going to do this, this, and this, and this, and that's how it's going to be. But when I'm filming it, I have a vision of how I want that video to be perceived, and the feeling. I want it to be a feel-good feeling to it. Look at me using feel-good feeling. I'm not plugging Jane's. I'm not plugging Linda's channel.
I think it's everyone goes with their own vibe. That's what I call it. And for me, it's quite it's a
Yeah.
feel good. I would like to think it's a feel good vibe. It's
Well, sometimes.
yeah.
Yeah, but I say I'll always do it. I just think that sometimes, you know, sometimes you need to think about yourself. And it sounds all like I just seen that Emma just clearing out. Just make sure you have a gardening day, and I do. Or I have a day now where I don't go to the plot. So a Sunday, I do not go to the plot on a Sunday. Sunday is for me. But I say I don't go to the plot. There's a loophole. I do go there, but I just harvest in the morning for my Sunday roast. But I just go there for that, and then I come home. But I
Could I address Claire's comment?
Well, she
No,
said
just
no.
Claire. No one wants to tune in to watch moaning. I think misery.
Jake, she just moaned for the last 10 minutes. She just moaned the last 10 minutes about a 10 out of 10.
I think people do. People love misery.
They
and
love a sob
if
story.
somebody comes on and says, "Oh," then you get all the interaction.
I can tell you now, I agree. If I put a thumbnail saying, I have had the best harvest, that video will not do well. If I write plague in the pumpkin patch, they will run. They will death on the plot, murder. They will jump onto that.
The worst harvest. Oh, that's better. Yeah, we don't want to see the best harvest. We see all them.
It's just people
I know. It's awful, isn't it? I think as well, though, with going back to YouTube, and it's the last I'll say of it with YouTube, it likes to channel you into certain things, and there's a lot of things you don't necessarily feel comfortable with, and people talk about integrity a lot, but you have to compromise to an extent. You have to, otherwise, because it changes. The goalposts change so many times. I talk about it all the time. I shall not go on about it.
I think everyone's channel though is completely different.
We do it for different reasons,
and we all do it for different reasons. We all do it, we all do it for ourselves. And it sounds
some people don't.
Like Cherie just said, now would it be better to do voiceover in the videos? For me personally, there's a reason why I don't do that, because how can I filter out to the audience my personality or me smiling when I'm harvesting, and I generally I'm happy about those things. You can't really.
But also, what about the background noises? What about all the okay.
You'd have Rocky barking, Mike saying, "Jane, the fish fingers are."
Sorry, the doctors have got tangled in my headphones here. No, it's
stuff like that. I personally think whatever works for their channel, then carry on doing it. But the biggest thing that people need to do, especially, and this is not just YouTube, and this is gardening, just do your own style. If it works for you,
do it your way.
Do your own style.
Yeah. It's
Debs now. I absolutely hate clickbait videos. Do you know what, Debs? I love Debs, right? I generally do. But you know what I hate, Debs? When you don't comment on videos much, and I just seen in the chat just now saying, I could be better at commenting. Well, it works both ways, Debs.
Please comment.
Yeah, I get it, though. I mean...
I just do not get enough comments. Hi,
I'm only playing with Debs. She knows that. But what I mean is, like, sometimes... There's a reason why. If someone's doing a clickbait video, just read the background of that. They're probably feeling like their videos are not doing as well right now. But I kind of think now, I've got to the point now where I'm comfortable. I just put that video out, and if they like it or if they don't, it's already there. You can't do nothing then. Once that video is out, it's out. Deb's been told off now that she's swearing in the chat in a good way. But what I mean is, once that video's out, there's pretty much... The only thing you could do is take it down. That's the only thing you can really do.
I don't understand.
What's the point? It's there. And the only time sometimes I think when I click that publish button, I need to be 100% sure that I'm happy with it first. I'm not worried about anyone else that not liking it, because there will always be some people who don't like it, and there'll always be other people who will like it, and I think sometimes Mel said I comment sometimes on vids. I sometimes do a clickbait. That's fun. No, but I think
you don't necessarily realize, if you don't do videos, just how much that interaction is
the pressure
the interaction
and that
it's so valuable to creators.
Yeah.
Whether it's a thumbs up or whether it's a comment, we always say, you know, click the thumbs up, you know, if you like, subscribe, please comment.
I know it's a ball ache when we do those things. Yeah, Debs. But there's a reason why we're doing that, because I've talked about this before. I remember when Malcolm Kingswell left his channel, that video had the highest amount of interaction of people saying, I've never commented before. I've been watching your channel for 4 years. Please stay, please stay. I was really sad by seeing that, because I thought if perhaps they would have supported a bit more and commented a little bit more sometimes, they might have stayed a little bit longer, you know. But, you know, I'm not saying they have to, because it shouldn't be, they need to enjoy the video as well. It's not always about us, you know. But what I'm saying is, if you're not feeling it, if you're not feeling happy about your channel anymore, because, you know, people are enjoying it, but they're not kind of telling you, or they're not liking or viewing, then if you don't know that, it's a bit like, you know, you could have 5 friends and they never tell you that they love you, but they definitely do love you. And then when you pass away, then they go, I really love that guy. He was one of my favorite people in the world. But it's too late now. They're gone. You know, it's kind of a bit like that.
Can I give you my analogy from a teaching point of view? Right.
Go on.
It's like going back to how much time and effort you put into making a video. You put sometimes, like you were saying, you put everything into it and you think, yeah. And it's like handing your essay in the old days, handing your essay in thinking, hey,
at least with an essay, you only got to get 40%.
No.
You put that video out sometimes, right? And you're getting 10 out of 10.
No,
that's
but you
10%.
do. You put your video. You put your essay in. You think, I've worked really hard on that. That's an A+ for sure. Really pleased with myself. And it comes back and you've got a D or an E. And then sometimes you just can't. You think, come on, I'm going to copy that bit out of the book. I'm going to copy that thumbnail. I'm going to use AI. And it comes back. Hey.
I will say this, though. I will say, your audience, if your audience don't like it, your analytics will tell you. And if you're not listening to that, that is your own fault, because there's sometimes where I'll see things in my analytics where there's a dip where people have pushed, you know, because we can see when a lot of majority of viewers are skipping certain parts. And that's why sometimes we stop doing certain things, is because the analytics are telling us. And analytics means your audience is telling you, we don't like that anymore, though. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Old days, Danny's still handing essays. I'm still handing in essays. I mean, look. Honest to God, I got bloody notes here for tests.
Proper old-fashioned. That's what I said. Proper old-fashioned essays. That's what I remember. You get the results a week later, you know. Jane's essay comments, must do better. Always. Honestly, Steve, on a Sunday evening,
and that's
I look at my computer and it's basically saying that to me. Must do better. You think,
But that's the thing, though. If I kind of think as well, if your videos were always
thanks, Ruthie,
perfect, if they were always 1 out of 10, you'd get so lazy, wouldn't you? So sometimes it pushes you a bit better. Diggle says, not true, Danny. The video and audio can be edited once it's put. Oh, yeah, I didn't mean that. I meant you can do that, but it is awkward then when, you know, say, for instance, someone's talking about something, all of a sudden then it's cut out. And then, you know, the story's not flowing as well. That's what I kind of meant, you know. But yeah, again, you can always manipulate your video afterwards, you know, in an editing on there. But
well, like Val says, and I remember this, Val, I was reluctant to comment at the start because I didn't think I had anything useful to add. And I think, I've been there and I've thought, well, but even if you just say great video, that's it. You don't need an essay.
I mean, they just send me a little love heart, or they send me a little
or thumbs up. Even. Yeah.
Okay. And sometimes, right, that's all. We sound really needy tonight, don't we, Jane? I just need that, right? Honestly, sometimes I just need that little thing, just to know that they're still okay. Because I remember I have regular viewers every single week, and I remember one not commenting for about, and you notice, you know, it's not all about, you know, us. I noticed my regular viewers, and if they don't comment, I think, have I let them down?
Are they okay?
Or is there something wrong? And I remember emailing one of them like a stalker, you know, like, please love me. Like, what? No, I just messaged to say, I hope everything's okay, because normally I hear off you every week and stuff, and I haven't heard off you for a couple of, I think it's about 2 or 3 months, and it was a really nice email back saying like, oh my God, I burst out crying because it was so nice of you to message, because I'm actually going through a really tough time, blah, blah. And then, you have a little chat then and stuff like that. And I just wanted to make sure they're okay, because sometimes, you do see them every week and you think, I hope they're all right. And I hope that, they're still plodding on and doing their garden. And I always say in my comments, let me know how you get on in your garden, which leads me to my next thing that I want to talk about is, have you done this yet, Jane? I haven't seen if you have, I apologize. Have you turned on your community page on your YouTube channel yet? Not your community, where you can put your posts. So if you are new to my channel, or you're new to comment and stuff, there is a new community set up now on my YouTube page. I don't think I can show you really, but basically they can click on say they open up your YouTube page now. It'll say there like community hub or something. Let me see if I can have a look. And you can add your own pictures and stuff in there now, so they can actually chat.
So
your viewers
like
can
Discord then?
Kind of, but
I've never understood
I'll show you
Discord.
now. So say for instance now, this is a really good channel, right?
Oh, right. Okay. I've
see
never
this
heard
thing that says your visit community. Can you see that? See that there says
you're
visit
way
community?
ahead of me. You're nearly at 10.
You can press this now, and mine are in there, but it means that viewers can actually put things in there themselves now as well. So they
done that.
can
Is that really new?
It's new. You need to turn it on, yeah.
Because again, on YouTube, every now and then you get little updates as to what's new and what's not.
Yeah.
Apparently they're getting rid of AI produced videos, which Mike is up to the back teeth as a Newcastle United supporter. Every other video is just a robot talking over a picture. Anyway,
yeah.
But
I'm not worried about AI. I mean, you can't AI me, can you? Let's be honest.
there are
the nonsense that comes out of my
could
video.
Be made, Danny. There are not many. I know, not many. No, but where was I going with that? Oh yes, a little update.
Oh, so Tony said it's not rolled out to all yet. Those that has been using it have found that it's caused all sorts of problems for the channels. Oh, let them bloody try. No, I know it's there.
I think it has been rolled out to me.
Once they've set it all up, I've turned mine on, and I'm kind of thinking, you know what? I'm not telling you again, Dusty Flash. Where is the community tab found again? No, on YouTube.
Got a channel.
So say you type in. So say you.
Oh no!
Anyone could type in anyone's channel. So say I've typed in. I can't show you anyone else's because I don't know if they've got it on. But say you've typed in "grow up" in YouTube. Normally it's this, and then you can click like video, shorts, and you want to see whatever they want. There's this little button by here now that says visit community, and it's on actual YouTube. And you can actually now show me your gardens. You can show me problems. And if you show me some pictures, I'm just going to warn you now, there'll probably be a little disclosure up there. I might show them on the channel at some point as well. Like say there's a completely, like a problem. And then a few people said, I've actually had that problem as well. Then perhaps we can solve the problem together.
So it's like a Discord, or in my case, it's like having the Facebook group. So people, but it ties up all under one.
So I kind of think, Jane, you might like that better eventually once it's all set up. You might prefer that.
Like Tony is saying, they won't ever get rid of AI, Tony. That's the way forward. But it's the way that people use it. And I think at the moment, I'm just talking about football channels here, when you've just got this almost Alexa-style voice, obviously reading the latest news bulletin.
If you want Alexander a perfect plant, then you
do this. And it's just awful. So it will get better, and it is part and parcel, and we need to use it intelligently.
Yeah.
But at the moment, YouTube did put a thing out saying that they were putting a bit savvy towards it, but they were also putting out saying under 18 shouldn't be allowed to access over 18.
So you haven't got to search for the channel. It'll be in your saved subs as well. So just click on it, and when that page opens up, you can chat on it. I'm turning mine on. He's trying to get you sloshed. I've turned mine on. If you want to send me some pictures on there,
I think it's really interesting. That's good. That's good. Facebook on YouTube, Robin. Yeah.
Remember when everyone hated shorts at the start, and now everyone's doing shorts now. I mean, Tony hated shorts, and now he's running them out every day now. Plug your channel here.
But your shorts and your YouTube, I've only just learned this, and I mentioned this to Claire earlier, is they're different algorithms.
That's true.
Aren't they? They're different algorithms. So if your shorts don't do very well.
It didn't used to be that,
I know, but I used to think if my shorts get really only like 3 views, it might alter my overall algorithm, but it doesn't. But your shorts tend to get a ridiculous amount of views because people don't know they've turned it on. By the time it's on there, by the time they switch it off, it counts as a view.
So Digwell just said, note, only subscribers can post on your community page. Technically true and also false, because you can opt from not to be non-subscribers as well. I've only got it so that if you need to be a subscriber on my channel for at least 1 day, because I wouldn't want you to subscribe, then write a nasty comment and then unsubscribe as well. You've got to be a subscriber for 1 day on my YouTube channel to input as well.
Muddy Puddles Farm says, I often would like to send a picture. Join my Facebook. I've had too much wine. I've only had 1 glass.
Muddy Puddles.
Join the Facebook group.
Don't join the Facebook group. It's like a cult.
Yeah,
like a cult.
No, but you can put videos, not videos. You can put pictures up there and comment on other people's stuff, and it's a really good place for sharing. So, but from what you said, Danny, this sounds more streamlined.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Muddy Puddles, you put as many pictures as you want up now onto my. But if there is pictures people want to send, they can email as well. And I do actually, people do send them, which is nice. Sometimes I don't understand what they're talking about, and I'll have an email saying, Danny, this is what I was talking about. And I mean, I wish I had my email address. Oh, there's my email address if anyone wants to use it. If you've got pictures and stuff, ideally landscape. But yeah. And also, Jane, I haven't got yours yet, sorry, but if anyone hasn't, make sure you sign up to my Instagram as well, which is growup.gardening. And I post pictures there almost every day of updates and things that I'm doing. And I tend to put a lot of pictures up and stories as well. And I update. So if I'm not doing a video or something's gone wrong, it'll be in the story. And I'll put pictures up of Jane Kelly with a basket in front of her head. And you see all those little secret things that we don't really show, like if we're at Malvern, where we are and things like that.
It's worth it. I think most YouTubers are across several different channels, although I think it's who's just mentioned TikTok. I don't understand it. I'm too old. TikTok.
What's that?
Quite a few people do TikTok, and it takes me a while to get my head around something. But
leave it to the youngsters, Jane. Leave it to the youngsters.
Debs. I'm just accepting Debs into the Facebook group. It's shameless plugging, isn't it? Shameless. I think it's Debs. I think it is. Let me see. Okay.
Yeah. But Jane, like, what are your plans though? Like, are you closing down your? You're gonna go say channel. I mean, are you closing down your plot for winter this year? Are you just gonna go?
No, in what? I've already got my Christmas potatoes in.
Oh.
Hello, Bill.
Muddy Puddles. I'm gonna check now. Apparently, you've sent me an email. I've replied to every email, but I have noticed there's a few people that have emailed me, and then I've not had it, or I've looked in the
I've gone to
maybe
spam.
Spam.
So many things that are spam.
I've had a few that have gone there recently because I was talking to someone, and I need to reply to them actually because I've noticed yesterday that. But Muddy Puddles Farm, I apologise if you have, because I always reply.
TikTok's so easy, apparently, and Tony's got 5K from TikTok. TikTok was banned where I worked. Say no more.
No, I've only got one saying Muddy. Have you sent it to the Grow Up email, or have you sent it to my Grapevine Garden? Because I'm still getting emails to the Grapevine Garden email saying, "Hi, and I haven't had that."
Well, Debbie, you're now approved.
Yeah, look, see, I'm not lying. I've got no emails from Muddy Puddles, so I do apologise if you found.
Maybe it's under a different name. Because I'm sure you're not called Muddy
Maybe.
Puddles.
Send me another email and perhaps I'll find it. Or I'll look in the spam as well. But yeah, I shall have a look for you. But yeah, I hope. Let me see if there's any more questions.
Joe, Muddy Puddles, Joe. That's good to know, Joe, because I know you do comment. It's always nice to know people's names.
You do. And like Debs.
No, it's not Debs. It's Debbie Grows the Love.
Debs,
Debbie Grows the Love.
Debs, I speak to Debs quite a bit anyway on Instagram, so she's used to me. Someone commented today, Jane, saying, "Oh, I'm going to be catching up on this live because I'm on the other side of the world, unless I can't sleep." So I replied saying, "We'll watch the live, and you will definitely go back to sleep."
Yeah.
Jersey CI Dave, I've said, "How are you, Nagina, Danny? I'm definitely growing them next year. They are so prolific and a great colour and shape." Oh, same. Nagina, an outdoor plum tomato. You know what? I gave my sister a pile. You're right. They're really prolific. I gave a pile to my sister the other day, and she sent me this beautiful. I was gutted because she sent me this beautiful tomato soup that she made. And hi, Audrey. And yeah, I agree. I'm going to be growing Nagina again next year. My Crimson Crush, though, I was going to blame a rat on it for nibbling them, but I caught a squirrel the other day coming down. Robin's eyes are probably twitching now because I mentioned the word squirrel.
Oh, well done, Val.
And I caught him sat there. He didn't even take it off the plant. He held it and he was just eating a little bit of it, and then went to the next one, ate a little bit more of it. I thought, God.
The Nagina, do they taste good though? Or are they
lovely? Yeah. Honestly. So I thought she messaged me then saying like, "Oh my God, that soup was so nice, Danny. It wasn't watery." So I went back over then and picked the next batch for myself. I'm getting loads of them as well, so I'm really pleased with them. I'm sorry you lost your plums, Emma.
Let's, I think, ride over that one. Well, yeah. So yeah, I've got Christmas potatoes in. Yeah. I've got my sprouts in. I've got spring cabbage and stuff in. So there's stuff that will be in the plot over the winter. But
Jane,
yes.
Now, people can correct me here. They really can. But do you not believe? Do you not just think that Christmas potatoes are just?
Of course they are. Of course they are. But we know.
Every year, right, you'll see everyone growing Christmas potatoes, and then in August or September, they go, oh, they hit the blight, or oh, they died before, winter because it was too cold, and I've tried a couple of times, and then you harvest them, you think, and then they come out like a bag of bloody marbles.
Yeah.
So, I mean, by the time I grow them, that's one thing I think the thing is, though,
there's so little else to pick at that time of year. And as someone who makes content, it does do that. But it's a huge thing for the garden sectors, isn't it? Grow your own Christmas meal and everything. Of course, it gets everyone in there. So it's good marketing.
But if anyone's growing Christmas potatoes or have successfully done it, let me know. I've never ever seen anyone go, do you know what? What a harvest of Christmas potatoes.
Wow.
I remember one year I've talked about this before. I grew this particular potato. I put one seed potato in and I got one back. I thought I didn't even make no profit on this potato. I had the one potato back from the seed potato. It grew one.
That's funny.
Yeah. Robin's asked, what are you both preserving right now? Today is water bath cannon salsa. She's so good doing it. She you know what? She puts us to shame as YouTubers, mine. Robin has got a fantastic channel if you haven't seen. Oh yeah, by the way, Nagina is blight resistant as well, so that's another perk to having it. Resistant, not
proof. Not proof.
Proof. That's the word. But yeah, Robin does everything, doesn't she? I mean, I look at this and goes, "There's three of her. There must be, because." She's like, oh, I just, saved an orphanage from burning down, and then she's canning tomatoes and fighting squirrels.
She is the full kit and caboodle. Yeah.
Just an open heart surgery on a pigeon. I mean, I think, God, this woman does everything.
Do go over to Robin's channel. Honestly, she's got such a beautiful garden. It really is good. And just the preserving. That is
much better than Steve Digwell's That's better.
But no, as I speak, there's an aroma of a goulash coming into the room.
I was going to say, is it Rocky? Is it Rocky?
No, it's because we picked. I haven't put the video up yet on Instagram. Not the video, the photograph on Instagram. But Mike picked all of what he thought were padron peppers last night, and he said, "Look at the size of these padron peppers." Now, I had grown them all from seed, and of course, Mike has got a huge polytunnel with big raised beds in, lovely fresh soil, compost, manure, everything this year. Mine, not so good. So anyway, he had a huge trug full of these great big peppers, and I'd happily
show us your
well,
peppers,
I'd happily
Jane.
waltz down to show him my little basket with peppers in, my padrons, which I was really, I mean, I'm holding it quite close, but you know, decent size there.
That's like a pat butcher earring, that is.
And then Mike said to me, "Okay, there's mine." Mike showed me his trug, which is actually my trug of his, which is, hold on, let's get a similar shape one. Look, oh, look though, look, I'll show it the other way around. No, but that is his. And so he was just saying, well, I'm just saying, it's the first time I've grown them, and it just goes to show what a good garden to do.
Oh, do you know what? He's smug, that Mike. I don't know why you married him.
Well, the smug was right back on me tonight because my brother...
Yeah, because he's got a yuri wig in his.
He's got something in there. I tried to think what it is. But, yeah.
It is earwigs, though. The earwigs love peppers, don't they?
It is, though.
Steve Digwell will come up now with something, I'm
Steve,
sure.
Can you tell me what sort of pepper this is? Because I'm going to reveal to you now. It turns out it is not a padron. And that is the reason they are so different. Because we've got this goulash going. Anna's put in a whole load of what she thinks are padron peppers. But no, well, these are okay, Steve, because these pickle really nicely. Anaheim. They're called Anaheim peppers. And they're supposed to grow that big, and they're quite mild. They're on a similar Scoville scale. So I think it's 2,500 or 500 to 2,500, so not very hot. But yeah, he was having me on, saying, "Oh, well, my padrons are much bigger than yours. Look at that. It's terrible." But he's also got this one, and he doesn't know what it is. Is that a jalapeno? We don't know.
No. I don't know.
Someone will know.
Bite it, Jane. I think you should try it right now.
Well, yeah. Mike did that yesterday with my padrons. And the thing with padrons, if you've grown them before, it's the whole, they call it Spanish roulette, because they say out of every 10, 1 is hot and 9 are not.
Remember when Steve Dinwiddie done it? Oh, the best day of my life.
The one he bit was hot. I said to him, I just wish I had this on film. So Anaheim. Yeah, the Anaheim, Steve. So, right, so we've got an Anaheim goulash. Who knows what it's going to be like?
I will give credit where credit's due, right? Because I'm not a big, massive chili and pepper. I don't mind peppers and stuff, but they're not something that I buy every week. They're not. And but I will say, Dig will give me a few jalapeno plants and cayenne.
Oh,
the jalapenos are lovely on there. I will say. I mean, you know, he got a crap YouTube channel, but you know, he's all right. I'm joking, Steve. No, but if you go over to Steve, he's very detailed, isn't he? That's the thing. You know, we're like, oh, look at this, he's bloody red. This is when Steve will go into why is red, and you know, he's all right. I suppose.
Oh, the Anaheims need to go red.
I suppose if you want us to.
Oh, okay. So Robin, well, they'll go red. They've been picked. I mean, this is just the first lot. There was a trug full. So do we need to let them go red on the plants or just ripen off the plants? Question to the floor. I don't know.
Ooh, Debs has said that she's got a question that she hasn't been answered. Sorry, Deb, we don't comment back to you because now you know how we feel every week. So we're ignoring you from now on, Deb. Like and subscribe.
Deb's question.
There you are, Deb. Seeing as that's right. Seeing as we've not had much slug pressure this year, what has been your worst pest issue? Mine is, I think, it's not a pest, it's a problem.
Don't call Linda a pest. She's so nice to you.
She's not a pest. Linda's not a pest, but Linda has been carting around the world this summer. I don't even know. I can't even remember what she looks like. There's been no coffee, no cake, no nothing. I went past a shed. Honest to God, I thought, should I go inside and just make my own cuppa? That's how bad it is. And I know I can make my own, but she did message me the other day, and I said, Linda, I am hungry. Like, it's no good you sending me a dinner while she's on some kind of cruise somewhere. I want to see cake on the table and a cup of coffee.
I've been waiting outside the shed for days. I've just got visions of you, rain, hail, and snow, day or night, just standing there, getting thinner and thinner.
Honestly, there's not been my hedgehog mug has not been taken off that hook in that shed for about 6 weeks. I'm living off a flask of coffee, mate. But hopefully she'll be back soon. But honestly, she'll come back on her video now. My honestly lovely tan.
Thanks, Robin.
But I can't say I've lost any weight for it. I'm just eating. I'm eating out of depression from it now.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that she's gonna be back for winter, and she's gonna feed me.
It has been interesting.
But, yeah. What's your pest?
I can't actually think of one. The biggest problem has been the watering. And so, like I say, my peas succumb to the lack of water. And again, I'm saying lack of watering, getting good watering, getting fed, all that, but just not enough for the heat that we've had. So again, I will have to adjust my plan. Everything will be different again next year, I'm sure, but not many slugs or snails. And that is usually what we are all commenting on at this time of year, isn't it?
But in that worrying though, what if they're all living underneath something, right? Making love. There's blooming millions of them ready, honestly, just to come out. And Lee next door, my new plot neighbour, he blames me in a comical way. He blames me for his poor harvest. He says, I reckon you throw all the slugs onto my cabbage patch. And I said, no, I throw them on all of the areas.
You're not picky.
I'm not selective. But he does chuckle because there is a comical thing that seems to be happening a lot. Because obviously I'm not sat at Linda's now. There is a certain routine. I go to the plot in the mornings. I get all my jobs done. Linda turns up then, and then I'm ready for a refreshment. Well, she hasn't even started then, so we'll end up talking for about 3 hours, eating biscuits and coffee, and then Linda go home then. So Linda's not done no jobs. Well, because Linda's not there, I was thinking, I need to sit. I keep saying I need a seating area at my plot. But then I thought, well, what's the point? Lee next door's got this perfectly nice patio area he's just built with a table and some chairs. So I've just started sitting on his.
Turn up with the...
Well, the worst thing is, every time I sit on it, I sit down for a couple of seconds, and he comes through the gate and laughing.
They've got CCTV on there. They've got CCTV. They're saying,
I hope so.
I've got to say what I didn't like, and this has been my biggest disappointment this year with regard to a pest, is the asparagus beetle came back again this year.
I know you've seen that.
It's just...
You've had that for a few years now, haven't you?
I've tried different things. I did try nematodes.
So what happens now if they turn up at this time of year when they're just ferns anyway? Does it matter?
They won't. It's like allium leaf miner. They don't.
So they overwinter and then they eat the asparagus when they're short as well, do they?
They can overwinter. I've
never had it, so
I've always kept my asparagus fronds up because I think they're beautiful and they're great for putting flower little things, flower posies. But I will have to cut them down this year. I keep telling myself I will. But the thing is, because I had a net over my strawberries when the asparagus was small, the net has grown up and up and up with the fronds.
What do you normally do with the ferns when you cut them down?
Oh, well, I don't usually cut them. I suppose when I cut them down, they go on the compost. We'll just go on the compost.
I wouldn't.
I know, no.
I think you should burn them and get rid of them. Because what if they've laid all their babies on them?
I don't know. I don't know if they do. You know? I don't know if they do, or whether they just overwinter in the soil. I don't know.
Tony will have a short on this tomorrow now.
Have you got these in your backyard? No, they're on my allotments.
Have you been watching War in Your Asparagus Patch? Today I'm going to show you.
Yeah. If you can do something about it, Tony.
He'll have a short on this, I tell you now.
Great.
He will. He's writing that down now.
Oh, bye, Emma. Good to see you.
Bye, Emma. Thanks for logging on and off. Thank you. It was nice to see you on. She has been here almost the evening, though, to be fair. We haven't got no life.
Social time and gardening go hand in hand.
Yeah, I can't say I've had massive pests though.
No,
I will say the dry soil. I think I will generally, when I see the rain, I think, oh God, thank God,
it was
thank
so
God
nice
for that.
before.
It's just
It was so
hydrating it a
nice
bit.
on the rain.
Yeah.
Can't I already have the next 3 months uploaded? Oh, be quiet, Tony.
Well,
I bet they're not proper
be quiet,
videos.
Tony.
I bet if you
No,
added up
they
all
ain't.
the times, they'd come to 20 minutes.
That's right.
Oh, bless you.
He's changed.
Yeah,
He has, honestly,
yeah.
he's changed.
Anyway, yeah.
When I go and visit him now, honestly, he makes me pay him. He makes me move manure on his allotment. That's what he does.
The Tony toll. I think there should be
A Tony
yeah,
toll. That's what it is.
Oh,
Simplified tolling.
good,
Yeah,
Tony.
but yeah, I am looking forward to next year, but not as much as I was this year. I just think, like we mentioned before, with that summer slump, I not so much I angered a few of my viewers, but I had a few comments saying, "No, Daddy, we're not finished with summer yet." Oh, I am. Bring me the snow and the rain and the bobble hats. I miss a bobble hat.
You love the winter though, don't you? But so do I. I love
Don't feel
autumn.
I love the cold.
Love the seasons changing. Summer, no. Winter, yes. Spring and autumn. They're my time. But
Tony just said he needed to do it to give him time to finish his new project.
Okay.
He's having his legs broken, he is, and he'll come back 6'8".
That's
what he's going to do.
Leave him alone. I was just going to say something.
Well, while we're on the comment about Tony, right? What's happening with Malvin? Are you going to Malvin?
That's what I was just going to say. No, I'm not.
You are. You said this was spring.
No,
and
I know.
made you go.
But what I was going to say was the summer. You're saying you're done with summer, but the thing is, it's only we're a couple of weeks into the school holidays, and for me,
5 weeks.
Yeah, but for me, the school holidays, that was when summer was. But now I'm not teaching in mainstream. It's really weird because summer started really early. It seemed to start really early this year, as in it was really hot really early on. So it feels like we've had a huge summer season. But
Tony said he's not going.
I'm not going, Tony.
Well, Digwell's going to be there on his own.
When I'm there. He runs away as soon as I get there. Honestly, it's... No, I don't. I think I'm having a break this year.
You say, Jane, you'll fear missing out. You like Claire from the farmyard garden. You both said, no, I ain't going to bother going this year. And then you both have the fear of missing out. No, and you were both there in your summer dresses, living your best life. Well, you can put your summer dress on. Are you going, Danny? You don't know. Yeah. Well, I was going to if other people are going. And now Tony's saying he's not going as well.
Yeah. Are you going, Steve? Digwell? Are you off?
Jane.
If there is some reason to go.
You go. Jane, did I mention it was my birthday?
You did. You've had at least 6 this year. Yeah, at least 10 this year. Yeah. 10 and
one birthday.
I think it was mentioned. I don't know. Several, maybe
2
once
videos.
Or twice.
Just before my birthday, just after.
Did we not have a lead in to those videos? Did we not have next month? I'll be mentioning that it might be my birthday coming up. I think I'm going to start doing that. You actually get presents. No. People send you presents as well when you say it's your birthday.
Yeah.
Do you think it would work?
Oh, bloody rightly so.
Get presents.
No. I do, and I'm very grateful for them. I had some corkers this year. Do you know one of the best ones was? And I was really shocked by this. Gemma from Gem in the Garden. You know about this, don't you, Jane?
No.
Did I tell you about this? She surprised me. She drove all the way from London. We went to a health spa, hotel in the health spa, separate rooms because she snores. And we had a lovely time. Honestly, I was really shocked and she was just like, she wanted to have a break as well.
And how did you know it was your birthday? Had you mentioned it?
Well, because she's a good friend, and I didn't even have to tell her. I didn't have to tell her. I did have a present off Claire from the farming garden as well. She sent me a plaque. Digwell, Digwell didn't even send me, honestly, not even a sausage
Danny,
roll.
Digwell says, Steve says he's going, but Ned is going to check the contacts. So I don't know.
Who's Ned?
To meet a few contacts.
Need
no,
to
that's not as good fun. I like to think that Ned's going with them.
Yeah.
So yeah, Southport Flower Show, Mel. I've never been, and it's not
Jersey
too far from here.
Needs the house. I did need it, but yeah, I really did. But
Monty's there.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I prefer the Sunday.
I
prefer the Sunday.
You know what I'm like for the sell-off plants, and I just can't fit any more plants in my garden. My allotment, Mike's allotment. I've had so many plants.
Remember that year, Jane? Tony was there. Tony, you wound Tony up a treat.
You weren't even meant to follow us. We were listening to someone.
Get on. Let me tell you now. Your job at Malvern is to annoy that poor man. Every year you go to Malvern, you to wind him up like a treat. I'm not the one who
loosened his wheel, so it fell off.
That was good.
He didn't tell you.
The point is, though, we do have when we all catch up and stuff, we do have a chuckle, and it is kind of like, it's like a live, isn't it? But it's weird how some of us might have never have met, but we've met on lives and chatting and stuff. And then when we get there, it's just like, oh, how have you been? How's things and stuff? And I mean, Digwell, come on, I'm not bothered.
He sees me, and I just see a blur. You remember Billy Wiz?
No,
he just goes. I think there he is.
Yeah, every year. I don't think you two have ever had a photograph together.
Yeah, well, I think we might.
I don't believe you,
but I think that's just he's been superimposed on the photo. He's taken earlier on, and they just put him on.
As soon as he says, Jane's almost come to the corner. He gets that. Right, that's it. Time for me to go, everyone. I'm off. And he goes. I mean, he makes it so obvious, doesn't he, Jane?
Mel, when is the Southport Flower Show? Because I would quite like to go. I've heard of it each year. It's meant to be really nice. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'd quite like to do that, but depending what the dates are, etc. You like Digwell Dibber?
Digwell just said, but you like
those dibbers. I didn't know what they were.
No,
I think that's really
Danny's
good.
Digwell Dibber. I don't know if anyone's seen this, right? But Steve made, and I swear I didn't actually plan this. It's just on the desk, but they fit one of these trays, and it's got all the little holes in ready for me to push it in there, some compost, and all the little holes ready for seedlings in spring. But yeah, thank you. And that reminds me, I've got a my grow up dibber here. I'm not plugging these. I'm telling you, this is the last one I've got. Oh no, I've got 2 left. And one of these is because I've got a YouTuber. I'm not going to spoil it, but I've got a YouTuber coming round next week, to visit me and Linda. So I will be seeing Linda by the looks of it. She's been forced. But yeah, when's the best day for Malvern? Personally, myself, I think a Sunday. That's when normally the YouTubers come. I mean, Jane, I'd be happy to go on a Saturday if you. Why do you want to go, Jane? I
don't know. I've grown a bread. I have grown a bread waiting for Jane to. Okay.
Jane, you just fluid anyway. Your time. That's where you are. You're chronologically fluid. That's what should be on your.
Why? Why am I fluid at the time?
Do you know that this is my biggest pest this year? Actually, is you and Linda. You and Linda, right? I can name. Well, probably I can name a lot of nicer things about Linda than you. To be fair, Jane. No, I could list a lot of nice things about you and Linda, but you two, even Linda, who is a wonderful person, you're just terrible at time.
I am not both terrible at time. You
are.
How dare you?
If me and Tony, you'll be there for like say 1. We know it's going to be 1:32, and then you swan in. Hi everyone. As if we haven't all been there for about 2 hours waiting for you.
You haven't.
Yeah.
I'd never believe that anybody is there waiting for me. I think you're all there. You're all sloshed by the time I get there. I'm glad I've missed all that sort.
Yeah.
You have little
That's true.
fisticuffs. You and Tony,
Yes.
Steve, little fisticuffs
Get
in the wheelbarrow.
But, yeah.
Mel's just said the Southport Flower Show is this weekend. I didn't realise, Mel. I will have to
It's
try and
called
look
the
out for it
Rutland
next time.
Flower. Is this the one?
No,
Rutland?
Rutland is that's Rutland, Yorkshire way. That side of the country. Southport's on the coast. It's just above Liverpool.
I've never.
I used to live in Formby, Mel. So the posh bit, it was supposed to be posh. Yes, I don't think it was. I think we probably brought the tone down. Left when I was 8, so I can't claim any credit. Yeah. So no, I don't think so. Steve.
See?
Yeah.
Layla's team grow up, that's what it is.
I think you and Steve could go and do a collaboration. Do a nice. We've always talked about doing some sort of live video from there.
I only joke. This is the problem, right? Is that people, I often wonder if people tune in and they go, God, he's mean to that Digwell.
No,
he's mean to me. No, we're friends, and that's the thing. I only have a little taunt really with the people that I taunt every single day. I mean, you know, like Kerry. Kerry's a classic example. Oh, that poor woman. No, I messaged her the other day because obviously a few YouTubers now are having a bit of a break, and I messaged her saying, "When are you quitting? When are you having a break so I can watch your channel?" But we just laugh at each other because she's got a wicked sense of humour.
Yeah, Sarah's saying Rutland is near Leicester, Cubby. I knew it's that side.
And he's in the garden. He is the coolest. He will be a YouTuber one day, honestly. Sarah's son will be a YouTuber one day. He is the coolest kid you will ever meet. I was actually today, before I came here, I went to an open, what would it be called? Not an open day, kind of like an open clinic, but it's for people with autism, children. So I was there, and oh my God.
You're a bit old for that, Danny.
Well, I was the oldest in the class.
Yay!
No, so I went there to experience this, you know, what this team does for basically giving parents respite for a few hours.
Yeah.
The children's come there, they have some fun. Oh my God, my pocket was full of flour, you know, the flour and water mix.
Oh, Play-Doh.
My pockets were full. I had Lego.
I bet you loved it.
A little dolly's arm was in my shoe when I come home. I thought, honestly, it was so much fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I played Giant Connect 4. I was, you know, I don't know.
Elbering those kids out the way.
They loved it. They absolutely loved it. I mean,
yeah. Hey, your audio's caught up.
Oh, you are?
That's good.
Right at the end. Oh, I don't know. Have we answered all the questions? Yes, we have. Is there anything else we need to discuss now, Jane? Is there? We've done.
I've shown you. My
do you want to talk about your should I put it in the private chat?
I can't see. Hold on. Oh, we've got a private chat.
We've always had this.
I know.
Are you doing this again this year?
Well, Danny.
Go on, Jane.
This sort of depends on whether you're going to be doing one or not. But if you were to do one and you wanted me to join in.
I thought you was doing it. Oh, I'm on about your Halloween special, not my live.
I'm not doing a Halloween.
We will definitely do a Halloween one.
Oh, you mean the video?
Yeah.
You mean a video?
I know you want to keep it hush. We don't want Digwell knowing.
I will tell people. A couple of years ago, I did a video called Garden Nightmares or Garden Horrors. And it was a really fun. It was incredibly hard work to put together.
God, it cost you about £19, that video did.
But it was fun collaboration between about 9 or 10 of us, or 8 or 9 YouTubers talking about what had been bad in that garden that year. And it was there. So you had people talking about.
You was good though. You was like the
it's great
Christmas
fun.
carol coming in with your
Oh, it was great because we did all the like the candle, the shed was lit up with like a little, yeah. So it was good fun. And I was just thinking, I didn't do one last year, but I might.
I think you should,
I
because
should do one again.
I am definitely
It's
going to
good
be
fun.
doing. You remember my Christmas special I did? I loved making that video, so I'm going to be doing another Christmas music video again this year.
Yeah. It's it.
So get your thinking hats on.
So Steve's just saying, is that not the Halloween special? Gutted. I think my the thing is with that though, Steve, I won't be able to wear the same outfit because it's been sold at Sotheby's for just millions. You don't even need to know how much it's sold.
She means vinted.
I mean, actually, I think it's still in that corner over there.
Probably
the sheet that I cut 2 holes out of.
Yeah.
You can't buy that from a shop. That was just pure inspiration. That was so.
Those videos, though, they're just they're a time where you can just have a bit of fun in it. You know, it's not so much about the garden; it's about showing how creative you can be, and just it's for the viewers, and it's for your main viewers. Your main viewers. That's what those videos are for. They never do amazing, do they? But because they only just go to your viewers normally, you know. But you were good at the last the Halloween live I did though, weren't you? Remember when you came dressed as a ghost with a sheet?
Well, that's the thing. That was the outfit that sold at Sotheby's for millions, Danny. That's what I'm telling you.
I often wonder though. Imagine someone turned on that live straight away, like midway, and thought, "What's going on?"
The worst thing was, if you remember, I'm sitting here throughout with a sheet on me. I was so warm. But my microphone, if I show you now, is this affair, and I had to have it sort of there so I could speak, so you could actually hear me because the sheet was out there. You know,
I almost said something then, Jane, and I'm not gonna. I almost used mic and breast in the wrong term.
Oh,
we'll leave it there.
Bye, Mel.
Bye, Mel. Well done, Mel. You've gone at the right time.
So does anyone else have any questions? Anyone or anything they'd like to share?
Any questions you'd like to ask?
Ask Danny. Ask Danny some awkward questions.
Yeah. No! I'll answer them. They're not awkward to me. I was going to say this, though.
Bye,
I'm going to do another Q&A, I think, because I enjoyed doing that the other week. So I think in my next video, perhaps if you've got any questions you'd like to ask, pop them in that video on my Sunday's video. And so on this Sunday, if you're going to watch my video, if you want any questions in, for the following week, then pop them in in the comments, because that's your only chance, really. Deb says, when is your next live? Oh, tomorrow. No, I'm on a live. I'm going to plug this. So I'm on a live on Monday over at Mark's Allotment. He's going to be doing some lives. I think Digwell's going to be there. I think Audrey. I think that's it. Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe we'll do another live soon. Perhaps once a month or something, Jane.
Well, Danny, if Debs was asking me, I'd be saying, hold on, I'm looking at my calendar. Friday.
Yeah.
Friday the 5th of September, 7 o'clock.
Is that when you're doing one, Jane?
Yeah.
Why did you just pick that time?
I'll tell you exactly why. Because it was potty mouth on Monday.
Yeah.
I can't do Tuesday. I'm caring on Tuesday. I teach on a Wednesday.
Audrey does a live on a Wednesday.
And Audrey does a live on a Wednesday. And if you come and do stuff, you'll be back on a Thursday. And the only time that is not knocking on to anyone else, and the only time I can actually physically do, is a Friday at 7. But it'll only be once a month anyway. So hopefully not treading on anyone's toes or anything like that. Because
I think if I come back once a month, perhaps we'll have a chat, and perhaps we'll do it correlated so that I do it after every 2 weeks, then you do it, so that
alternate
2 week gap.
Yeah.
That sounds a bit more better. Perhaps we'll do that. I'm going to be back. Let's be honest.
Of course you are. We'll see.
But no, that's right. There's no potty mouth at the moment. On Monday.
I think that's Mark is going to be doing.
Mark's going to be doing some, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Muddy Puddles Farm just said I'll put it in the calendar.
Thank you, Joe. Got the name
Yeah.
now. It's always good to know the name.
Yeah. Jane, the only reason I do lives, though, is because of you, though, innit? That you are the blame for my lives. Like, you are the catalyst. You invited me on one, and I was like, at the time, I thought, God, this big YouTuber is asking me on a live. And then I found out that she'd asked everyone else first. No.
You're on the F list. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That sounds awful. The Z list.
Z list.
That doesn't sound good. But now look at you. You're a bigger YouTuber than me now, Danny.
No, I'm not.
No, you are. You are. You've got more subs. We have.
I don't think I have.
We have
Jane,
both.
you've still got more subs than me.
No, I haven't.
You have.
No, I haven't.
I'm 9'7" something. What are you?
I'm 9'6'5'8".
Really? Have I?
Look at his face. Well done, Danny. You're
so what are you, 9 what?
9'6'5'8". But by the time I finish this, I might be 9'6'4'8". It goes up and down so slowly.
Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So yeah. I will never appear on one of Danny's lives again because he's going to be in the 10K bar then. So yeah.
Apparently, though, Digwell said there's like a 10K, curse. Apparently, when you hit 10K, you kind of have a bit of a like slump, like you give up. Apparently, there's a 10K one. That's what Digwell said to me. He's gone now.
Has he got to 10K? Is he on 10K? Well, how does he know?
Apparently, there's like a YouTube curse that once you hit 10K, a lot of people quit. Wow. Yeah.
I don't know.
Tom just said Mark and Tony do a potty mouth on a Friday night. I think yeah, they do.
They do, but and there will be an overlap. But as I say,
it's not live though, is it? It's not live.
Theirs isn't a live. No, it's a premiere, so you can watch it back. But mine will be alive, but it is only once a month. It's not. I don't want to upset anyone or tread on.
There's only 7 days in the week, Jane. There's only 7 days.
I know. I'm not going to do Saturday or Sunday. My video goes on a Sunday, but I physically can't do Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Monday.
I'm thinking about moving my channel. I'm thinking about changing my day though, because everyone's doing it on a Sunday now. I remember when nobody did it on a Sunday.
What, the videos?
Everyone's putting their videos on a Sunday now.
I know. Well, you ruined mine because mine go out an hour before yours. And people just sit down. They think, oh, Jane's put a video out. I'll put the kettle on. They sit down. By the time they put the kettle on, put the feet up. It's Danny!
You used to do a Saturday. You chose to come over to a Sunday.
Did I do a Saturday?
Used to do an earlier time, like in the daytime at some point.
It's just, again, you have to go with what your analytics are, don't you?
I always used to do a Sunday at 8 o'clock. And then it was when Malcolm finished, I took over his little slot. Not that there's a rule, but
no. You do get a thing though, don't you? Again, going back an hour, YouTube will tell you the best time or when most of your audience is online.
Everyone knows now. Though, I've been trying to put my videos back an hour or so, and that's why I've gone to like 7. It used to be 8 o'clock. But that's okay in the winter and stuff. But in the summer, people by 8 o'clock, they're out in the gardens. But I just think that's a lot of things with videos as well. In the summer, people get worried about it and stuff. It's a lot of people are too busy with their own lives, and
that's fine.
They're on holiday or they're out in the garden. So, themselves and they're gardening. Spring is the time where people are like, they're rearing to go, they're feeding off our energy. And I can't wait for autumn. Bobble hats, my woolly jumpers. I can't wait. I cannot wait. If I could grow if the world could just be autumn and winter, I'd be happy.
But Danny, let's go back to this then.
But I won't be able to
I remember when I first got to know you, you were talking about the fact that within a couple of years, you wanted to have moved over to Sweden. You wanted to live somewhere where you could wear your bubble hat the time in the snow, in a little cabin in the woods in the snow. Is that dream still there?
Yeah, still there. Still the plan.
This week, before you get to 10K, would you mind leaving?
I would say it's going to be in the next 10 years. It's in the 10-year plan.
Okay.
And the channel would stay then as well. There was one of the reasons why I changed the name from the Grapevine Garden.
Thanks,
was
Mark.
because I just thought I may as well do it now then later on, when one day you'll see my video be one place and then I'll be another place, but it'll be a little bit more like Rewilding Jude. It'll
I
be
don't
very
watch, but a lot of people have said watch. Yeah, I haven't watched.
Well, it'll be more like that format. Say it'll still be me. It'll still be me, but it won't be. I'll have to bring Linda over on a bobsleigh. Do you know what I mean? And
You'll have to build her own little cabin.
She would, and she'd have to have a couple of eskies to pull her back and forward.
Yeah.
But it'll be more in the next 10 years. I would like to do building a cabin, building it from scratch, off grid, a whole big growing garden, polytunnel, sponsored by First Tunnels. They'll have to bring it over.
Of course, it will be.
They'll have to bring it over on a ferry or something. And that's the plan. That is the plan. It's always been the plan for a few years now, and a few people, family and friends, are not really happy with my plan. But that's my life plan, And yeah. What about you, Jane? If you thought, have you ever thought, say you give up the channel, so you decided, no, I'm not going to do the channel anymore. Do you think that will, do you think that would stop you from having an allotment if you gave up the channel? Do you think the channel makes you go there more?
This is something I've thought about quite a lot, because the amount of times, as you know,
oh God,
I've been going give up.
Every summer is a Jane. It's a Jane thing. Claire from the farmyard garden messaged me. I'm really worried about Jane. I said, why?
I don't tell you the spring, autumn, and winter. You just get the summer. With it.
And she said she's thinking about quitting her channel. I said, take no notice. I said, me and Jane been playing this game for about 4 or 5 years.
I think the thing is now I'm so used to.
I was worried though. I was worried when other YouTubers started dropping off now this last month. I'm thinking this could spur Jane. This could make her think I'm going to take the leap.
I feel like I want them to come to me and I'll give them a hug and say it'll be okay. Just it's a slump every now and then. I mean, it's been 10 years, Danny. So it's. I know. So it's
you had brown hair when you first started.
I did, and no glasses.
If anyone wants, I would suggest you go back, right, and spend a couple of hours on a Sunday, right, watching Jane's channel when she first started. She used to garden and everything.
Blimmedeck! I nearly swore then. I
almost at the watershed.
Yeah. So, yes,
you love that little plot, though. I love my
plot. I love my.
I remember when you first. That's when I actually started watching it. Was when you were moving from. You took the boat. You took the other one on. And then you was like, "Oh, we're still going to keep it. We're going to." And even then, I was thinking, "You won't."
I know, and now I see people going through the same thing and think, "It's sentimental."
But I know how you feel,
though.
But, Have you ever thought, though? Because I mean, I think this would be a good video. Whether or not you could go back to the site and visit your old plot. Wouldn't that be a great video?
We do it quite occasionally because it's only down the road. So
why didn't you show your viewers? I'm fed up of seeing you bloody putting a couple of nets over things.
Yeah, I could do. I know that the
maybe you could have it as
going back.
Maybe you could have it going back
to my roots.
The start, back to your roots. Yeah. What a video starting. Write that down. Back to my roots. I actually occasionally go down to my first ever plot and the grapevine garden. I feel sad. I feel sad when I see it, but it is looking lovely now. And there's new plot holders there, a young couple. My fence is still there, but you'd be shocked. Maybe one day I'll go down and show you, but you'd be shocked because my stamp is not on there at all now. The only thing left on the grapevine garden plot is the ranch fencing.
All right.
My shed, my one shed, which had the solar panels in, and the chicken coop. That's it. Yeah. That's the only thing left on that plot. It has been gutted all the way through, and they've got their own little stamp on, and
it's amazing, isn't it? Same patch of land.
But it's their style. It's not mine, but it's theirs. Mine was more compartmentalized. They're quite free will, but yeah.
When you think most allotments, any allotment site, most of the allotments are a similar sort of shape and size, aren't they? There's similar measurement and everything. It's amazing, isn't it? Just how different someone can make it.
It's strange how much you can look at each little section, and you don't realize when you're doing it how much your personality is shown in your garden. If a person, you know, a behavioral specialist could come over to allotment plots, they could really decipher how a person is.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Digwell, full of straw, that man. Full of straw.
I'm full of weeds.
Full of
weeds, ramshackle, full of weeds, a little bit organic.
Yeah, look at me, all the gear, no idea. There you are. That's all my
I'm glad you said that.
I had to say it. But I think every allotment plot is got Freddie. You do this every week. Every time we do a live, Freddie comes right at the end and goes, "Hiya, everyone."
Freddie.
Freddie.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you, Sarah. I will always have an allotment. I had an allotment before I started videoing. I've always gardened, you know, before YouTube was even a thing. So I would, but it would give me more time. Whether we'd keep up the 2 allotments, I don't know.
Right there, Jane.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I think
even the different doors as you walk down. I suppose you don't have gates the same way, Danny, but we've all got gates.
I love that with yours.
I know.
They're like secret gardens.
Yeah. So you go through that. You have a gate that you, but they've all got, some are painted, some have been put together. One's an old window. Different signs in each one.
It is frowned. I've said this before with you. I'd love to have a nose around the allotment plots on your site. Yeah.
Well, visit. You are always welcome.
You say that now. You've heard it here first.
I won't be here.
Yeah, but I think. But when you go to certain allotment plots, this is the thing about YouTube as well that it is a phenomenon. Whenever you go to an allotment plot, that YouTuber always gotta say to you, they gotta say it. So I try and say it to them before they say it. I always say, it's a lot smaller than you thought it'd be, isn't it? Every time, because you know when they say it, you think, what are you trying to say?
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
They're not stamps, but I remember because I always remember seeing Terry.
No, it was Nigel.
Yeah, but Terry went to Nigel's.
All right, okay.
I remember him saying on there, it's a lot smaller in real life, and I always remember seeing Nigel going, because you don't want to hear that, but it's comical. But I've had it on my plots as well. I think it's the way you set it up. But
that's how you film it.
In my head, I'm thinking, this is a lot of space to grow vegetables. What are you saying to me? But
no, mine is it's a good size.
Yours is too big, I think, Jane.
It's too
big for me.
Well, Mike's he's only using that bottom third that's got a pond in there. He hasn't even attempted to get, well, he has, he's trimmed it a couple of times so we can see the pond, but that is growing space. That is space that he has not yet used. It's just just so much, even if we were both on the same plot.
Let's ask this question then. If tomorrow, say for instance, the people who own the site, they said, Jane, we're really sorry, we've come up with a new rule, a household can only have one.
That's fine.
Who would you give up if you had to?
Mike's.
Really?
We've discussed it. Yeah, we have discussed it. It's the same size.
Yeah.
But we have got a one household rule. But the only reason
he's
Mike
moving
got
out.
that one, Mike got that one because it had got to such a state that nobody wanted to take it on. So he was told that, okay, take it on. You can have it free for the first year. Get it back to scratch, and we'll take it from there. So it's pretty much what he's done. So, but otherwise, I agree.
I'm still waiting for him to sort that pond out. You started off the video showing us that pond. I thought, he's got this year.
I know. And then I tell you what, though, talking about personalities, I may have mentioned this on videos before, but Mike's plot is so.
Is it the same size as yours?
Everywhere. Yeah.
But yours, I don't know if yours is like this. You can tell me this now, or maybe the viewers have thought this as well. Is yours on a bit of a hill?
Well, Mike says it is, but I don't think it is. But
because whenever I watch your plot, I always feel you go through the gates, and
yeah,
then you go through, and I feel like, you know, when you hit the quadrant, I call it the
yeah.
quadrant.
Mm,
After that, I feel it's like that.
mm.
I feel like that's
It's
what it.
not. It doesn't feel like a hill. It doesn't feel like a hill. So it's more of a gentle slope. It should be called the slopey garden.
Yeah.
Because Mike said,
Remember when we were trying to discuss your plot name, Jane? We went
yeah.
for your new channel name. We were going through hundreds, didn't we?
I
The
ended up just basically the
Calamity
same
Jane. I
name.
thought Calamity Jane was a great one.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Mike was saying
That was
hillside
when Tony
garden,
had a
hillside
guts full of
garden.
us. He had a guts full
Oh,
of us then.
poor Tony, poor
Yeah,
Tony.
he got
But
fed up
yeah,
with you and
it's
our nonsense.
but Mike's plot is, honestly, I go in and I'm tutting and eye rolling and pick this up, but it's his plot, so it's up to him. But the amount of stuff that he's produced this year is incredible, you know. So never
Well,
mind the
Jane, you only
aesthetics.
get what you put in.
But I like it to look nice. I like, you know, but
Yeah.
he's definitely got the volume of stuff over what I've done.
I will say this though. Do you think he's had more success though this year because the sparks there, you know, is his new little man cave, you know?
He's worked like crazy this year.
Honestly, a couple of years he'd be the same as us thinking, bugger this.
I know, I'm not having it. Yeah, he'll be in the shed with his moonshine like the rest of them.
The rest of them.
No, he has worked really hard, but he's
But
producing.
the only thing is though, you only gotta blink and
it's up in weeds. The amount of comments that I get, both on videos and then Facebook and whatever, saying and looking at different groups and things, people saying, I can't believe it. I thought I'd really got on top of my plot. I sorted the weeds out and everything.
Never.
You don't. I think people tend to think, if they're new to it, right, okay, I'm going to go in and I'm going to sort those weeds out, and then I can get on. It's such an ongoing thing, you know.
I have had a list on my channel for about 4 years. I've never ever gone in there and gone, I got nothing to do today on my video. The only person, and even this person has always got jobs to do, is Mal, the veg plot man. His plot is immaculate, and that man still has things to do every week on his videos, and that just says it all. But I would love to be at that point where, because I've still got areas of my plot where I think, God, that is diabolical. That shit. I'm not going to talk about it because even my viewers are fed up with that shed. So am I. But there's areas where you think there's a lot of work to go there. But this is where autumn comes now, isn't it? We got autumn coming, and
gardening is
everything will die down, and autumn is a time where you think projects, tackling things, getting it all done.
Yeah. You see, Claire says she thinks my plot felt pretty flat. It does, Claire. It's just.
I think she meant the mood. I think she meant the mood, Jane.
There is a slight slope. And someone's asked how big are our plots. I'm dreadful at that. I don't know.
I don't know
what mine is. It's bigger than a standard allotment plot. And all that means is I've probably got the same amount.
I will say though,
but in more space.
Different like Tony's allotments up in the valleys. That's a standard allotment size, one of those. But where I live, that's a standard allotment size.
All right. Oh, that's interesting.
Because Tony's, I
thought there was like in the allotment society of old.
I was now, but I would say mine is the size of mine is. I think that's a perfect amount of space for growing. I think if you've got 2 plots, you only need 1 really. I think for a family. But if you've got 2, you've got the second one for fun. You can do the fun things, a little orchard area, have a pond, nice big shed, fruit cage, all that shabazz or whatever. But if you've got a normal size allotment, that's enough for a mature garden. I think like I just seen now Sarah just saying now she got half a plot is perfect for a newbie. Yes, but I guarantee you within a year, Sarah, you'll be going, I wish I had. And I always, is that you?
What?
I can hear like it. No. Anyone else hear that? But I think if someone was offered a half plot or a full plot now, I would say always take the full plot, cover the bottom half, and grow in the first half because you'll soon run out of space. And
and don't worry about getting it all done at the same time, because you won't. And have I gone? Am I
No.
still here? Can you hear me? Can you hear
Can
me
anyone
now?
else hear that? It's like a Dalek.
Can you hear me now?
I do think it's you, Jane. I'm going to blame you.
No, but can you hear what I'm saying now?
Can anyone else hear that squeak? Yeah, we can hear you, Jane.
All right, okay. It's not me. I am not a squeaker.
It's like a dialing tone from
not
the 90s.
squeaking. No, that's just my
There you
voice.
are.
That's just
Google
my
AI
voice.
says a standard allotment plot is 25 square feet. I
Yeah.
don't know what that is, but mine. I'd say my allotment plot, the new plot with the polytunnel, is oh god, if the polytunnel is 20 foot, I'd say my allotment plot is about 40 foot wide and probably about the same back. I don't know what that is.
It was based on the original allotment sizes were based on how much space you would need to feed a family of 4. There's some alliteration, for year round. So it was literally meant to just produce your food, which I think is interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Let's wrap it up, Jane, anyway, because it is 9 o'clock and my wine's going.
You're playing something on your phone. You're playing Candy Crush or something on your phone.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I don't know what that noise is. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
But thank you so much, everyone, for coming in tonight. It was really nice to have everyone catch up again. And yeah, thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you again soon, I'm sure.
No doubt Danny will be back. But not on Fridays. Not on the first Friday of the month at 7 p.m.
This is where we do the open wave now, Jane, and say goodbye to everyone. Bye, everyone.
Oh, bye. And then Danny doesn't turn it off for about 5 minutes.